Online, you usually see the highlight reel of chili growing. Perfect plants, no pests, and no problems, but that's not reality. And on this channel, I try to keep things as real as I can. So today, we're going to be doing a seedling update, and we're going to see all the good growth, some of the stunted growth, and all the aphid problems I have. So let's take a look. Honestly, for the most part, the plants are actually doing really nicely. I am pleased. We've got some absolute beasts. This one down here has been especially lovely. Check the size of that. I don't think there's too many that are this sort of size. I mean, we've got a few that are looking gorgeous. These are about a month and a half old now, I would say. But that there is just taking over. What is this? But yeah, we do have a serious aphid problem, and I think it's possibly the worst that I've had at this time of year. Last year we had a lot of aphids, but it was a little bit later on. So this year is a chocolate warthog. It's a new one to me, and looking forward to seeing how that goes, because I've obviously got quite a few other warthogs, and the warthog was seriously impressive for me last year. Grew massive, but that there's as well. It's got some really strong genes. But yeah, we have a lot of aphids getting in on my plants, but I'm not entirely worried because we also have a ton of ladybugs, and that's something I didn't have last year. The ladybugs came in so late last year. I think it was May, June time before we started seeing them. But this year, absolutely covered in them, and we've got loads of babies as well. Let's take a quick look. I hate these things. I seriously hate them. I've got a couple of things I'm doing to help with them, but the main one, and the one that usually works best, is the ladybugs, or even better, the hoverflies. But the hoverflies will take a little while before we see them. Actually, we can see a little baby ladybug over there. If you haven't seen a baby ladybug before, because there was a time that I hadn't seen them before, I thought they were pests, but that there is a baby ladybug. Let's take a look and find some actual ladybugs. I think we've got another baby. Yeah, we've got loads of ladybug eggs underneath the plants. There's another baby over there. Well, I feel like I'm intruding a little bit here, but we have some ladybugs getting it on a little bit, making some more babies for us. But yeah, we've got a lot of that going on in here, and I think it's because we just have so many of these aphids that the ladybugs are very keen on populating. I have another one over there. But yeah, we have some beautiful growth from our plants, but you can see the aphids can stunt the growth a little bit. Yeah, this plant is not looking the healthiest. We'll see. It should recover, but yeah, we really do need the ladybugs to get in and sort that out. Oh, we have a guest. So Mrs. ChilliChump. So this is part of what we've been doing. Thank you very much. As part of what we've been doing, we've been collecting ladybugs. We get so many of them outside. Wow, that's a lot. Thank you. And yeah, we would just keep adding them in to the little flock of them here. Honestly, I didn't add the first few that were in here. I don't know how they got in here, but yeah, it's nice to add a few more. So let's... These things are actually really aggressive. As pretty as they look, they are pretty aggressive and quite territorial. So I don't want to put them all on exactly the same place. You get off me. Difficult to do one-handed. But yeah, this is what we do outside at the moment. They're busy sorting out the garden. Mrs. ChilliChump is doing some mowing and cleaning up. But whenever we see ladybugs, we try and get them inside the potting shed. And then later in the season, we do the same thing inside the greenhouse. Anytime we see ladybugs, sorry guys, we'll go and add them in. Oh, I've got grass everywhere. Oh well. So loads of ladybugs. Pick them up whenever you can, because these guys are amazing for pest control. Most of the plants here have some form of aphids. Some don't get aphids. The ones that don't have aphids, I do make a note of that in Seedsio, because, I don't know, there must be something about them that is helping out in terms of pushing them to other plants. So these plants, these up top were started about, I'd say, just over a month and a half ago, and we've got a couple down here as well. These are some overwintering that I'm doing, but I don't think we're going to be getting those back. So something else that I'm doing for aphid reduction, this will help later on in the season, is my French marigolds. We've got a load started here. Once they start flowering, they will be attracting a lot of the hoverflies that I really like. Those things are so good for killing off these aphids and any other bugs. So yeah, we've got quite a few of them. You can see just growing everywhere. But don't really help at this time of year. They will help though in a couple months' time when they start flowering. Down on the second shelf, we have some of my more recent seedlings. These are mostly Capsicum frutescens or Capsicum annuum. There are some Capsicum pubescens in there as well. But yeah, these are a bit younger. I'd say these are about 2.5, 3 weeks old now. And they were inside the propagator, which is behind me over here. We have 2 propagators. That's all I'm using these days. I used to have a whole ton of them all up on the shelf, but now I just use these 2 big ones. So I see a few new seedlings in there. And some of my hydro plants started. And then the other one, what have got you? Oh, we got some tomatoes in here actually. We just started those off. So you see those coming up on these trays. And then down there, there's a few more chili seedlings. So in here we have obviously the top shelf, which is pretty much full right now, and it's going to feel even fuller soon when these plants start growing even further. But we do have the second shelf down there. We can see down the bottom we have, what's that, 4 times 4? Yeah, so we've got 160 plants down there that we're going to have to pot up in the next probably 2 weeks' time, I'd say. And they're going to take up the majority of the shelf down here. So we've got lighting underneath that can take care of this bottom shelf. But then we do have this space here too, and we'll be taking the lids off, and these lights will be able to take care of those plants too. But yeah, we're going to quickly run out of space in here. Something else that's going on at the moment is the temperature is increasing. Now we are due for a bit of a cold spell again next week. I think we're due some snow again. But at the moment it is glorious. We've got 15 degrees Celsius outside, it's 24 degrees in here. I have got extractor fans as well, so that does pull some of the colder air in here where it can. This is fairly well sealed. But yeah, the extractor fan helps with obviously cooling things down a little bit, but also to get rid of the humidity. Because obviously I'm watering in here, there's a lot of water inside this small space. With that heat, it is going to create some humidity in here, which is why I'm sweating. All in all, so far, a good start to the season. I just cannot wait to get all these plants outside into the greenhouse. I hope that you've been getting some lovely sunshine as well. In the UK, we've had rain, I'd say more than 90% of the year so far. It's been nuts. Anyway, I hope that your season has got off to a great start. If you have any questions, any problems that you're facing, please leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer. Until the next video, thank you so much for watching and stay spicy.